Hi, welcome to a new video. This is a little bit different. I'm not out in the camper, and if you don't know me, I built this little camper, well, converted a little Peugeot partner into a camper, and I like my photography and go out places. Fortunately, I have a spinal difficulty, which makes it a lot more difficult, but those videos will still come as much as I can. But this one, basically, this is my little office. It's the spare room in my home, and basically I'm going to be moving it next door because my daughter and her partner have just moved out into their own little flat. So this is just going to be a series of doing little bits of DIY and doing it up, because there's all bits and pieces to do in there. So I hope you stay with me for this little one. It'll be in sections so you can skip through, or when I've done them all, I'll be putting a concise video, because I want to turn that into a little YouTube studio. Right, like I say, you can see this is just a little bedroom that I've done. I still keep the bed in here because sometimes I have to sleep on a different type of mattress, or if the partner stops over, sometimes the movement in the bed of her just rolling over really hurts me with my problems with my spine, so I sleep in here. So it still has to be a spare room, and if anybody wants to stop over. But now my daughter's moved out with her partner, and they've had a little baby at literally the same week they actually moved out as well. So it's, you know, it's been a bit of a fun few weeks. So what we're going to do is we're going to change from in here, which I've got nicely set up with some lights. They're not on at the moment, but yeah, we'll go in there and I'll show you what we're going to do. So if you follow me just round, sorry about the horrible camera angles. And now, as you can see, this is the bedroom. The bed is just got to be taken down. So yeah, basically this is going to change. As you can hear, it is a little bit echoey, but there is nothing in here at the moment. So I may be putting a desk around there and everything else. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm doing yet. So we'll see. But there's a few things that have got to be done first, which is the ceiling, which I'll show you just up here. There used to be basically a cupboard between the two different rooms, but we had to make it bigger in this room, you know, so there was more storage. So there's the artexing type of stuff that's got to be done. I'm going to have a go at that. There's all this you can see to be taken off. So there's a bit of fun, and it may just go wrong, which is like a lot of things do. But it's just to show you, you know, just a bit of DIY and everything else and what we can do in here. It's actually a few days later since I recorded that intro. I'm back giving and everything else, but there we go, that's me. So yeah, the first thing we've got to do is just take the bed apart and take the stuff off this wall behind me. That's the first thing, so we'll do that as a quick time lapse anyway. Some of you may have noticed the carpet. There's a different colour carpet there. Well, there's a little story behind that. Basically, on this wall, originally, was the wardrobe, sorry, spinning you around, was this side, that was that side. And when we put a new carpet in, because this had been took apart a few times, it wasn't going to survive taking part again, just to fit a carpet, and it was full and everything. So what we did is just fitted the carpet around there, which was great when my daughter had the bed the one way. When she wanted a double bed, blah, 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 then it had to change, and, you know, the easiest way was just to cut a piece where it was going, oops, sorry for spinning you around, from over there, and then basically we just patched that bit because we needed the bit of carpet from underneath there to there. And the bed she was having, this big IKEA like day bed type of thing, you was never going to see it. You never seen it underneath or anything because it pulled out. So yeah, but we've got a new carpet here anyway, thanks to my mum, because she's just had a new living room carpet, and it'll just do for the moment. Yeah, just to keep going in here, just to get it. Yeah, again, like, you know, I'm a cheapskate. I try and do everything on the cheap and that, so we'll get that one down. So that's the one thing that's got to be done. As you can see now, the wall is clear. You forget how many holes you actually put in. I mean, some of these were from when we've moved TVs and bits and pieces because of different furniture, but yeah, at least that looks better. And like I said before, what we're going to do is tackle this ceiling. And again, I didn't realise how dirty it actually was. And which makes me look really dirty, but trust me, all the ceilings ain't like this. But like I say, this here is where the framework was. So what we're going to do is just speckle it a little bit. So my idea is, swing you around to me. So my idea is is to put like a bit of polyfiller on there and then use a sponge type of thing just to produce those little indents, because it's only an indent, it's not proper Artex, I don't think. It's like wood chip paper if you think of it like that, and then it's got to have a coat of paint over. That's probably going to be for another day, but we're going to attempt that today. Normally I'd be on ladders, but unfortunately they're with my daughters because we've been decorating the last few weeks and we've forgotten. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to put a polyfiller, scrape it across and just use that sponge just to see. So let's have a go and see if this will work. I'm not too sure. Doesn't matter if it makes a mess of the carpet. And this is killing me doing this, but you know, it's got to be done. People are probably looking at the screen now and going, no, that's probably not the best way to do it. But, so just put a bit there. Right, and then if I get that sponge, well, it's working, but the holes too close together. So that is not going to work. So we'll have to try something else. Right, now the filling's done on the wall and down in the skirting, it's time to paint the skirting board. So we'll get on, well, any glossing really, so we'll get on with the skirting board down there. Glossing has been done, but we've got all the stuff there and the carpet basically, so I'm going to get that up just to make it a little bit easier, because there's one layer and there was the other layer we just popped in on top at the time, so we'll get that up as well now. Glossing the skirting board and we're getting to the door and the door frame now. I didn't realise how dirty it actually was, because again it was my daughter's room and we only used to come in to put the washing in and everything else, you know, but it's just around the door frame and that, so we're just going to give that a wipe and then give that a good coat of paint. Yeah, that's where you do notice that it's dirty, and I mean once I get round to the other side we're going to notice the landing, you know, needs painting again, and then that's when you go on and on and on, but that's decorating for you. I've also just noticed there's a gap just there, just around the side. Yeah, so I'm just going to fill that first and then paint over it. Day now. Door's been glossed. Oop, there we go. So it's a lot better than it did actually look now. So that's done. So now we've got to do the ceiling. Mrs. is here now to help today, and we're going to try and do the actual ceiling if we can get that done today, and maybe part of the walls. Oops, a bit dark there, so maybe part of the walls, but we'll see how it goes today anyway. Ceiling's done now. That was actually just one main coat and then just a quick second coat on. So now that's all done, it looks a lot better as well. So we just took all the other bits off the window wall here, and then we're just filling those up at the moment. So then we're going to paint these walls. And basically the paint I'm going to use, we bought some, I bought it off Car Boot, you know, there's ones that sell like the damaged tins, and I think it was 5-10 quid for a big tub, and we used it for a cabinet that's on the landing, and it's like a grey colour, so that'll do for in here anyway. Yeah, But you know, like me, always cheapskate, you gotta save money somewhere, ain't you? Well, we've done one coat on that wall over there. It does need another coat, but there's still a bit of filler over there and on the window wall that I've just done. That basically ain't dry yet, so can't do the rest of the painting at the moment. So what I did is painted a strip in the corner there just to make it easier for cutting in, which is now dry, and then we're going to wallpaper this wall, that wall behind me, and basically the wallpaper, it was just some clearance stuff that my daughter got for her place and was going to do the hallway, but it wasn't going to fit, so I bought that off because it was only a £5 for like near enough 2 rolls. So we're going to get that on this one, so I've got a background that side, and then I've got a background that side for when I do any filming in it. As well, my pasting table is actually at my mum's, and so I'm having to try and go up there because my back's not the best for driving at the moment. So what I've got is a scrap bit of wood and then my work table from out of the shed, and then that's making our makeshift table, which we actually use this bit of wood at my daughter's because again we hadn't got the pasting table and I couldn't get up to my mum's at the time. So again, yeah, do use what you can. Well, as you can see, the wallpaper's up. We've just got to cut the top and the bottom. We found pasting it and then putting it up and then slicing it with a knife at the top and the bottom is a lot easier than trying to cut. We don't know if it's the paper or the paste that's going wrong because everyone we've done lately has just been tearing up, been trying to do. So we've got that to do. We're going to put another second coat on the window wall here, but I've got to do the carpet as well. So just going to tidy up, get all that tidy, get the carpet down, get that up, and then put a second coat on that wall afterwards. And in the process, the blind broke in the middle as well. So, things happen, don't they? Right, so I've vacuumed, tidied everything else now. Now, I'm not putting an underlay down, basically because I'm not too sure if we're going to keep this carpet, because this one's been down in my mum's living room for about 4 years, but she just decided to have a change. It's grey, so I'll just do it in here. So I'm just using the old carpet basically as an underlay at the moment until I actually decide what I'm doing. Now, people are probably screaming at the screens, no, you should put an underlay down, but if you're in here, it's only me that's going to do it. It makes no difference to me. The carpet underneath the other carpet, which again I used as an underlay, that was the one that's down, is absolutely fine, so we'll just do it. And yes, there's the cutout that was there. Remember I said there was a partition there originally, so that's when it was the partition. So yeah, we'll just put it down and just see how it goes. Now, the one thing I didn't do is measure the actual carpet out of my mum's living room to see if it's going to fit in this room and what shape it is. So this is going to be a bit fun. Let's see how we get on. Well, the carpet's down. I've just got to trim around the edge. I mean, there's the lines in where it's actually been folded because it's been sitting there for like over a week, because unfortunately with my back I have to stop, start. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, like doing it like this, it's I've had to do a little bit, and struggle, but it's the way that it is, but I like try and make sure that I do these things, because at least I'm trying my hardest to actually do it, but it is painful and it is one of those things. And you can see me walking down the street with a stick and think, oh, he's not, he's bad, and then you see me fitting a carpet, but then you don't see 5 minutes later that I have to have more tablets and everything. But again, this is the thing with me. But yeah, again, there we go anyway. And again, if you haven't actually seen this channel, have a look, because I go out in the little camper and I try and push myself to do landscape photography in different places. So make sure you subscribe and keep up to date with the channel. Right, it's actually a few days later again, but basically now the wardrobe is painted, so that's the same colour as the wall, it just matches it in a little bit. Like I say, all the carpet's down. The one bit of painting I forgot to do was actually under the yeah, under the radiator, that's the thing. And as well, the other window's been done there. So that's now all done. So basically the decorating is now all done. So that's it for this little episode or whatever. And then there'll be the next video on setting up the desk and everything else. Because again, me being myself, I try and do it DIY. You know, I've got a worktop in there, 2.5 meters long. So that's probably going to be a desk. We'll find out in the next episode. So if you're not, subscribe, please, like, subscribe, do all that kind of YouTubey stuff. And that's it for this video. So thank you very much and goodbye for now.